Welcome to another G-Authentic review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Speck Presidio Click-flip case, and just to give you an update on how it's been holding up over the past few months. As you're aware, a while back I made a video on how I lost an earbud, and I also lost the top of the AirPods Pro case that was protecting it at the time. So I had to update it, or change it rather, to replace that earbud and also replace the case. So now I have this new Speck Presidio Click-flip case, and I'll just give you an update about how it's been holding up for me over those past few months. Now, one of the biggest issues I had with the ClickFlip case when I just got it is that it was very difficult to open and I couldn't do it one-handed. But as you can see now, over time the case has loosened up enough where I can just click it with one hand and it opens. So now it's very easy to do one-handed. You just simply click and it flips. Something else I had difficulty with was also removing the case. At the time it was so stiff that the case was very difficult to remove. So just a few months later, having used it and opening and closing it quite a few times, the product is now much easier to remove than it was when I just got it. So if you just look in here, I find I could just slide off the lower portion of the case, and then the upper portion comes off relatively easily. And then this now gives you access to that pairing button that you could use to repair your earbuds if they ever lost pairing, or if you need to pair them to a new device that's not on your Apple ID. Now, in terms of day-to-day usability, I will say this case is much more usable than my previous cases. The included hook works pretty well. I put it on my zippers, on my pocket, my backpack, etc. It doesn't fall off. Also, the case doesn't accidentally open on me unless I press that latch. So it stays in place pretty well. And thanks to this updated design, I can say that I haven't lost another earbud since. Now, something else I didn't quite cover in my previous video on how to pair the AirPods Pro replacement bud was this button on the back of the case. You just press it. You notice the green light is on. What you want to do is just have both AirPods in the case, open the case, and then you press and hold the button on the back of the case until the light on the front starts blinking white. So once it starts blinking white, you bring it near to your iPhone or whichever device you're pairing it to, and then you'll get this pop-up. Simply tap on connect and it will start connecting. And then you'll get all the normal introduction stuff that you usually get, so media control, noise control, etc. You could skip these, you could watch it, whatever you want to do, but that's basically the end of the pairing process. And here it's showing you how to access the AirPods Pro controls in the control center, and that will give you noise cancelling, spatial audio, or just to turn it off or to turn transparency mode on. Now back to the case for a moment. Unlike some cases, you'll notice that there is a protective flap as well for the charging port, so this will keep dust and moisture out of your charging port. So once you open that flap, you could see the light here showing red because it's charging, but that's also a nice touch because the case itself doesn't cover the light, even though the button on the back of the case is covered, so you're not able to use that button without first removing the case. But you could always charge the AirPods Pro on a daily basis using this case without having to remove it, so that's a nice feature. Well, thanks again for watching another G-Authentic review. If you have any further questions or points or anything at all that you'd like an update on that I've done before, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.